Let's discuss how to manually post an explanation of benefits that you receive from the insurance company. These will likely come to you in the mail, or you may have to go to an insurance company website to find them. This is a sample of an explanation of benefits. It's going to have a check or direct deposit number listed on it. It's going to have the amount or total of that check, the number of sessions or claims it paid on, your tax ID and MPI number, who the payee is, and the date of that of this EOB. As we look on down, you're going to see patient ID numbers, patient names, charge and payment amounts. You're also going to see who the payer is. You're going to be able to see how much insurance paid you. You're going to see how much is the patient's responsibility and how much should be adjusted off for a contracted rate. In other words, insurance doesn't allow you to make $100 for a session. Maybe they only allow you to make $75, and the patient pays part of that and insurance pays the rest. So if you bill, for example, $120, insurance says you don't get to make that. You have to give a discount of $30.24 for this session. Okay. Here's another example, and you'll be able to see the same thing, but it's a different patient and different date of service. Okay, so step one is to have this explanation of benefits in front of you. Step two is to go to your insurance screen, billing and insurance, and go up to the top right where it says enter an EOB. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the insurance company by name. I'm just going to start typing it in, and we'll see that TRICARE comes up. Then I'll click next. Now I'm going to see these are our open claims here in yellow for patients that have been seen under TRICARE. And I'm able to see the date of service and the CPT code billed. I also have empty fields to put in how much insurance paid me, any insurance adjustment for contracted rate. Secondary insurance payment, you'll rarely use this unless you have filed secondary insurance claims and are have an EOB that's secondary. And then remaining, okay. At the top, you're going to see payment amount. This is where you'll put the total amount of the check. Let's just assume that this check is $300. And I'm going to put the check here, or it could have been direct deposit. And I'm going to put the check number in this field. Now, this is the date, it's today, but maybe you're entering an explanation of benefits you got paid for several weeks ago. Maybe you didn't know you needed to do this step. And this payment came in several weeks ago, so you're able to change the date that you received the payment here. Okay, so this to and from field is going to give you the past 2 months. If you have claims that are dated previous to this date, all you have to do is choose a date that's earlier. Maybe we want to go back to October, for example. Okay. Also, this is only showing you open claims. In other words, if you have a insurance company that sent you a claim that maybe you don't see on this list, you can uncheck this box, and then you would see claims that are already closed as well, as you'll see on this blue. Now, typically, you wouldn't use that too much because you probably aren't getting paid twice for a service. So usually this will do. So now what we're going to start doing is taking a look at our explanation of benefits, and we're going to begin reading what, we'll just go to the explanation of benefits. We're going to begin reading that patient name, the date of service, and how much they charged and what that discount is. So let's go and do that really quickly. So it says that they paid on Henry Hidalgo. They paid for data service $12.26. I billed a $908.47 for $150, and insurance says that they paid me $75. It says I needed to adjust off $50 for contracted rate, And what the patient's responsibility is $25. So if I've entered this correctly, 75 and 50 for the adjustment, then this should match what is the patient responsibility listed on your explanation of benefits. Okay. Now we'll also see that that $75 goes up here and fills in this side and tells us that we don't match yet. What I've entered for insurance payments doesn't match yet. So I also see that they paid for Robert Redmond here on 122. They paid $50, and it said that there was an adjustment for contracted rate of $50, and the remaining balance was $25 as patient responsibility. Okay, so now we'll see that this is changing. So we'll do that. They paid on these claims for Henry, 75 again, 50. And they paid 75 again and 50. And you'll notice right here, this doesn't make any sense because I only added in $5. It says the patient's balance is 70. That doesn't match the EOB. So let's just change it. Okay. And so it says I have $25 left to provide here. And so what we're going to do in this case is it's paying for some of these short little 90785, and so it is paying it's paying $8.34 for this one, and it's adjusting off $1.66 for this one. Okay, it's paying $8.34 here, adjusting off $1.66, and it's paying $8.33 here and adjusting, whoops, wrong one, see, there you go, $8.33 and $1.67. Okay, so what I have to do is we'll do this $1.66, $8.32. Okay, so this matched, okay? This wasn't a real situation, so I had to finagle it a little bit. But now this matches. What I've applied to services equals, and I can double check my numbers here with what patient responsibility is. In this case, it says they owe 2 cents. If that's something I don't want to worry about, I can just write that off as in this adjustment right here. Okay. So once I have that set, then I'll just say save EOB. Okay. And we'll say I'm done here. So let's go take a look. We had entered an explanation of benefits on Henry Hidalgo. So if I go to that patient and I go to Henry, and we take a look at his billing screen, we will see that today there was an EOB insurance payment from TRICARE East, and the total amount that was paid towards services is $225. And if we click on it, it's going to take us right to this, and we'll be able to see here's those services for Henry. So we'll see that explanation of benefits available here. Okay. And that's how you post an explanation of benefits.